All right, today we're going to dig into an AI system that's built to solve one of the most maddening problems in business, spending a ton of money to get new leads only to have them just disappear. We're talking about the WellStreak AI lead system.
So let me ask you, and be honest, does this sound familiar? You pour money into ads, people show interest, but somehow, by the time you get to them, they've gone cold. If you've ever had that sinking feeling that you're losing business before you even get to say hello, trust me, you are not alone.
You know, there's a perfect way to describe this problem. It's called the leaky lead bucket. And it's not some big dramatic flood. It's that slow, constant drip, drip, drip of lost money, all because of one thing: responding too slowly.
So where do these leaks come from? Well, it's never just one big thing. It's all the little stuff that adds up, right? A response that takes a few hours instead of a few minutes. A phone call you miss. Following up becomes hit or miss because your team is just swamped. It's all just classic signs of a manual process that just can't keep up, and every single one is a lost sale.
And look, the stakes here are unbelievably high. Especially in super competitive areas like real estate, the first person who gets back to a lead usually gets the business. We're not talking about waiting a day or even an hour. A delay of just a few minutes can literally be the difference between signing a new client and losing them to your competitor down the street.
So there it is. The problem is a real, expensive, and constant leak in your sales pipeline. Which brings us to the only question that really matters. How in the world do you fix it?
Well, the answer is all about automation. It's time to meet your new AI assistant. This is exactly where WellStreak automation comes into play.
So what is this thing? To put it simply, WellStreak is an AI platform that acts as your new front line. It grabs every single one of those incoming messages and immediately gets to work, turning them into genuinely qualified leads for your actual sales team. And the most important part? It does it all on its own, 24/7.
Here's probably the best way to wrap your head around it. Imagine you could hire the absolute perfect sales assistant. I mean, someone who is always working, never gets tired, never has a bad day, and is ready to jump on a new lead the very second they reach out. That is precisely the job this AI was designed to do.
And the best part is, it's made to just plug right into whatever you're already doing. It doesn't care where your leads come from: a DM on Instagram, a message on WhatsApp, a form on your website, you name it. The system connects to all of them, so it's always ready to catch every single person who shows interest.
Okay, so that's the big picture. But how does it actually work in the moment? What's happening under the hood? Let's break down its core playbook, the 5-step automation system.
All right, this is the engine that drives the whole thing. Let's walk through it. Step 1, instant reply. The second an inquiry comes in, bam, the AI responds. Remember, speed is everything. Step 2, intelligent conversation. This isn't some dumb bot. It's designed to have a real conversation and ask smart questions, which leads to Step 3, lead qualification. It figures out who's serious and who's just browsing. Step 4, automated follow-ups. If the person goes quiet, the system gives them a gentle nudge to keep things moving. And finally, Step 5, structured data capture. It takes all this great information, organizes it perfectly, and hands a beautiful, qualified lead over to your sales team.
And let's just zoom in on that intelligent conversation part for a second, because it's so important. The AI isn't just saying hello. It's getting right down to business, asking those crucial questions. What's your budget? What's your timeline? What are you looking for? It does all of that initial heavy lifting so your human team can jump straight into the important conversations.
So, we've talked about the what and the how. Now, let's get to the why. This is all about the real-world results, about going from the total chaos of manual lead management to the beautiful clarity of automated conversion.
Let's just put the old way and the new way side by side. The manual process, you're talking response times of hours, maybe days. Follow-ups are spotty at best, leads are totally unfiltered, and your team goes home at 5 o'clock. Now, the WellStreak system, response time is instant. Follow-up is automated and never gives up. Leads are pre-qualified and it's always, always on. This isn't just a small improvement, it's a totally different reality.
This right here is one of the biggest game changers, 24/7. It means that hot lead who messages you at 10 p.m. on a Friday gets the exact same instant professional response as the one who messages at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Your sales engine is literally working while you sleep.
And this number. This is the promise every single business owner wants to see. 0. 0 missed inquiries. It means that every single person who takes the time to contact your business gets an immediate professional reply. That leaky bucket we talked about, it's sealed.
So what does all this mean for the bottom line? Well, you cut down on costly human mistakes. You save your team tons of valuable time. You actually lower your sales costs. You boost your conversion rates. And, this is a big one, you can grow and take on more leads without immediately having to hire more people.
You know, this really brings us to a much bigger idea. We're not just talking about some handy tool anymore. We're talking about a fundamental strategic advantage and a peek into the future of how sales will work.
There's a quote that just sums this whole thing up perfectly. The goal is to transform manual, inconsistent sales processes into a predictable, automated, and scalable lead conversion system. And let's be real, that shift from unpredictable to predictable, that's the holy grail of managing a business.
And so we'll just leave you with this final thought. When you look at your own business, your own leaky bucket, is your business ready to stop just plugging holes and start truly automating its growth? It's a question that more and more companies are having to answer.